Hello there, YouTube. I'm going to go through a little bit of a project that I have going on. As you might have seen from some of my other videos, I make a lot of sword-related projects, usually Japanese-style swords. Well, I don't make them, but I buy them. And some folks have asked me about how you go about doing a project, and I thought it might be helpful if I have a video log of some of the stuff that I do to get a blade finished. So right here, I have a Howard Clark L6 Wakizashi. Now this is a blade that I acquired secondhand, but it's very representative of what you would get from Howard if you bought a blade from him directly. It's in a Smith's polish, which means it's not shiny or in a finished polish. It's probably in a 6 or 800 grit, I'm not sure. All the lines are very clean, the blade has its shape, but there's no habaki, there's no fittings, and those would be things that I need to acquire as the next steps of the project. Now bear in mind that you don't have to start with getting a blade, but for the purposes of this video, and for the purposes of what I usually do, I usually start with a blade and work from there, and I think a lot of folks probably do. So step one in most custom sword projects is find a blade you like. Sometimes you're going to contact a smith and order it directly from them. Sometimes you're going to be really lucky like me and get a gem like this on the secondhand market. I'm going to post some photos and some specs here. The blade itself is 22 inches long from the tip of the Gisaki to the moonmanchi. That's usually where the habaki would start. The tang is 6 inches, also known as the nakago. In these photos you can see the smith's polish in a little bit better detail. Now this would function fine for cutting, but it doesn't bring out a lot of the detail in the hamon or the blade as much as it would if it had a full polish on it. Sending this blade to a polisher or getting fittings would be the next step in the process for me. Most blades that you buy from smiths aren't necessarily polished. It's very common to purchase a blade and then send it to another person to be polished. Just bear in mind that each person involved in these steps is a craftsman in their own right and an artist with their own backup, their own queue, their own prices, and this can be a very time-consuming and costly endeavor. Me personally, I don't usually get these swords done in under a year. A lot of times they take, more than 3 years. So bear that in mind before you take one of these processes on. Also, if you have any suggestions for what it should look like, feel free and let me know. I would like to hear your commentary. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you up with the next update.